Fort Canning Park is a teeny-weeny fortress situated on a tiny hill of only 60 meters. It is now a tourist attraction with numerous highlights such as a spice garden, the 9-pound cannon, and the renowned Battle Box. Besides being a tourist attraction, Fort Canning is also a place of deep historical significance.
Fort Canning Hill provides us with knowledge of our early ancestors. Relics uncovered at the site suggest existence of Singapore as a regional trading hub prior to destruction by invading foreign forces since the 14th century. This suggests the hill as a center of trading posts. This not only gives us more knowledge to our own history, it gives us a sense of identity and unity as we know more of our roots during the period of the 5 kings that ruled Singapore.
Fort Canning was significant too, as it was where Singapore's first ever botanical garden was set up. It was founded by Sir Stamford Raffles, a keen naturalist, in 1822. It mainly introduced cultivation of economic crops that could help Singapore in trading. Such nut plants are nutmeg, clove, and cocoa. However, it was closed in 1829 due to the lack of support from the government and the rising cost of its maintenance. Singapore being a garden city now, it can be concluded that our first ever botanical garden have contributed to our image. It started off the trend of cultivating plants in Singapore, and without someone starting off the trend of cultivating plants, Singapore would not be what she is today.
Fort Canning Park is of great historical value, as it is when the British Lieutenant General Arthur Ernest Percival surrendered to the Japanese during World War II on 14 February 1942, which resulted in the birth of Singapore as an independent nation. The surrender marks the start of the Japanese occupation in Singapore. During this period of time, Singaporeans lived in constant fear of the Japanese. One reason would be the Sukching massacre, where 50,000 to 90,000 ethnic Chinese believed to be anti-Japanese were killed. Although in the end Singapore was liberated from the Japanese, Singaporeans had already been emotionally affected by it. They no longer believed that colonial masters could give them a good life, as the British gave them up easily to the Japanese, and the Japanese tortured them. This then led to their desire for independence, and thus, with their founding fathers' hard work, Singapore achieved her goal. Therefore, since this is caused by the surrender of the British, which occurred at Fort Canning, the place is historically significant, as events there led to the birth of Singapore as an independent nation.
Despite being a place of immense historical significance to Singaporeans, many Singaporeans have only the slightest idea of historical events which happened there. One would see tourists almost everywhere in the park but hardly any locals. It would be a great pleasure if Singaporeans can learn more of their heritage and understand the importance of Fort Canning Park on our lives in the near future.